Okay, this is part B, or the second part of the recording for assignment 1B. So, in your section 1 of the audio engineering, go in the table of contents, go to lesson 5, which is called Clean Up Audio, and then scroll down to Make Some Noise. That's a pretty cool title. And then that is where you're going to open up your Audacity file. Now, we are going to go to generate again this time, only instead of tone, which is what we've been doing, we're going to go to noise. Click on noise. We want to stick with white noise. So we're going to click OK. So let's listen. Fortunately, we only have to listen to this for 1 second. Let's take a listen. All right. Okay, kind of staticky, right? Now we're going to deselect that one so we can generate some pink noise. The noise type, go down to pink, click OK. Now let's take a, I'm going to use the spacebar and let's listen to what that sounds like. Okay, that was both of them together. Now I'm going to click solo for the pink noise. Click on solo for the white noise. It also has us zoom in so we can see what these both look like. Alright, now, believe it or not, we are now going to get rid of these. We're going to click on the X's, get rid of them completely. Next, we are going to open up a file that was given to us in our course resources. So we're going to hit File, and then Import Audio. So I'm going to go to the section where I downloaded my course resources. Yours will be a little bit different. Okay, that is what it will look like right there. Section 1, I'm going to click on Remove Noise. Okay, that is what it will look like. Let's go ahead and listen to it. Okay, so it's up to us, to me and to you, to determine what part of that we would like to take the noise out of. Okay, so let's listen again. Maybe we can pause it when we get to a good place. Okay, I seem to have found some kind of right in there where the noise gets big. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, it seems like it's maybe right in there that I heard some noise go up, so let's go like that. This is our selection tool. I'm going to select right in there. And I'm going to zoom in on that section. Okay. Now, if I click on the space bar, it will only play the area that we have selected. Now, so I can move this. Whoops, I'm sorry. I need to click on the select tool again. And then when it turns into this pointy finger, I can move it around some again. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's try that. Press the space bar. Okay, I definitely hear some noise in there, so we're gonna give that a shot and see if we can remove the noise from there. So the next thing we want to do is go to Effect, and then Noise Removal, and then we're going to click on Get Noise Profile. Okay, now it does disappear, but don't worry, it has saved that section. Okay, now we're going to go to Edit, and then we're going to select All, which will unselect the small bit that we had selected earlier. And we're selecting the whole thing. So now we're going back to Effect, and then Noise Removal. And now we are going to do this noise reduction right here. Okay, this is the default. It's starting us off at 24. Okay, so let's say we're going to click on Preview. All right, before we click on OK. If we clicked on OK and we didn't like it, then we would have to do the undo button. All right, so we're just going to preview it for now, which will let us listen to it at a noise reduction of 24 without actually changing the track. That's kind of hard to hear. Let's this will go all the way up to 48 and all the way down to 0. Now, the higher you turn it up, the more noise will be reduced, but also the more of the sound will be reduced. Let's try this one. Okay, so as you can hear, when we turned it all the way up, you couldn't hear any noise, but you could barely hear the track too. So let's try somewhere maybe in between. All right, it was still pretty low. So it says to always start with the default, and then you can change it from there. Let's go down to 0, and we'll check it out from there. All right, lots of noise there, still. So I'm going to go to the default and maybe up just slightly. I'm going to go down just a little bit. Still a little too much noise. I think let's go with the actual default. We're going to click on OK. All right, let's hear what it sounds like. Hey, not bad. We are now going to save our file. I think I might want to unzoom first though. So I go to the zoom tool and then I right click. Okay, and then we can go to View and Fit in Window. We'll save it just like that. Click on File. Okay, and then we are going to save this, save project as. I'm going to move it to where I would like for mine to be. And I'm going to leave that name, remove noise, and save. Okay, we have one more to go. Okay, I have opened a brand new Audacity file. This time the instructions are actually can be found if you click on assignment 1B in the left-hand navigation area and scroll down to add on. The first thing that we're going to do is generate tone, and we want it to be 5 seconds. So if it does not say 5, it probably will say 3. Go ahead and change it to 5. It can be any tone or frequency that you like. We are going to deselect that. And now we're going to generate some pink noise. We are actually going to make it 9 seconds. If it is not already 9, go ahead and change this to 9 and click OK. I'm going to select all and see how this sounds. Not so pleasant, right? Okay, so now we are going to click Tracks and then Mix and Render, which is actually going to, as you can see, combine them together. Okay, going to click on Effect, Noise Removal, and Get Noise Profile to start with. Okay, remember, it has already saved that. We're going to make sure that the selection tool is selected, and we're going to click and drag on this because we know that that is just noise. We are going to now do Effect and Noise Removal. Now it's going to preview the removal of that noise. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have select all again. I did not do that. And we're going to hit Effect, Noise Removal. There we go. We're going to start with the default. Okay, to me, that sounds like still a little too much noise. So I'm going to bump it up. Try that. Now, you guys can play with this as much as you want to save time. I'm going to go ahead and say that works for me. Let's go ahead and listen to it. Now, there probably is still a little too much noise. But that's okay, because you guys are going to do it even better. Now, if for some reason you are not happy with it, you can go to Edit and Undo Noise Removal. You can also click on Control and Z at the same time to undo it. But I actually don't want to do that. I want to File, Save Project As, and then in my Section 1 folders with all of my other files, I'm going to type tone _ noise and save. Okay, thanks for watching. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.